Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Muhammad Daniel Rifki bin Azal from DGITA. Today I want to present about Cnc Milling Machine. The procedure is determine the project shape, determine the project coordinate, ensure the coordinate and correct before incorporating them into the program. Once the code are finalized, they are entered into a specific Cnc application. Each program should begin with an initialization code. This is used to initiate the program. Without this code, the program would be inoperable. Once all of code have been entered, a simulation is run to check for errors. In an issue of occur, the application display an error code. Check, reset or repair the error until no error were detected and simulation were run. Once the simulation is complete and the project is presentation of workstation, the code can be utilized for CNC milling. The last one is when finished, switch off the CNC milling machine and demonstrate the product to the lecturer. The process of milling machine. Milling is a cutting process that uses a milling cutter to remove material from the surface of workpiece. The milling cutter, a rotary cutting tool, often with multiple cutting points, as opposed to drilling, where the tool is advanced along its rotation axis. The cutter is milling is usually move perpendicular to its axis to that cutting occur on the circumference of the cutter. As the milling cutter enter the workpiece, the cutter edge or flat or tip of the tool repeatedly cut into an axis from the material, shaving off chip from the workpiece which is part. The cutting action is shear deformation. Material is pushed off the workpiece in tiny clumps that hang together to a greater or lesser extent to form chip. This makes metal cutting somewhat different from slicing softer material which a blood. The milling process removes material by performing many separate small cut. This is accomplished by using a cutter with many teeth, spinning the cutter at high speed or advancing the material through the cutter. The speed at which the piece advances through the cutter is called feet or just feet. It is more often measured as distance per time or millimeter per minute, although distance per revolution or per cutter tooth are also sometimes used. In face milling, the cutting action occurs primarily at the end corner of the milling cutter. Face milling is used to cut flat surface into the workpiece or to cut flat bottom cavities. The last one of milling, the cutting action occurs primarily along the circumference of the cutter so that the cross section of the milling surface end up receiving the shape of the cutter. In the case, the blades of the cutter can be seen as scooping out material from the pieces. That's all for today. Thank you.